People can be really, really nasty and insulting and difficult, regardless of what kind of person you are. They can just seem unlovable. That's what we taught. How do you love people like that? How do we approach a person filled with contempt who's always nasty and love them? I mean, first of all, what makes them that way? So it's important to note that anger is typically, almost always, a secondary emotion, birthed out of selfishness, not getting what you want. And selfishness is fostered by fear. And the fear is many different things. Sometimes it's a fear of being alone. Sometimes it's a fear of being unhappy. And sometimes it's just a fear of just flat out failing at something you care about. I mean, to explain it in a much easier way is like a little kid, you know. I want that. That makes me happy. If I can't have that, I won't be happy. Therefore, I'm going to be mad. That's how anger is a secondary emotion from selfishness. That's kind of a crude illustration of how that looks. But in my life experience, I've learned that dealing with people, like I mentioned earlier, the unlovable or the seemingly unreachable, the most powerful you can feel in life is to wield true power. People want power. Well, power is available. You can have power. You crave power, God gives you power. The most powerful I've ever felt is lifting someone up out of their own fear, out of their own anger, out of those circumstances. Power is not having your heel and your boot heel in the back of their shoulders and having control over them. That's an illusion. That's not power. That's the adversary wants us to think that's control over someone or that's power. That is not power. There's nothing to show for that. There's a scared person. That's all there is. But to lift someone up out of their circumstances, that is power. And to save them from anger, to save them from selfishness. We do this with... We don't recognize it in people, but we do it with animals. I mean, I think probably everybody in here who's old enough to, or even young people have had this experience. You'll be with someone and you see a dog or a cat, it's growling, it's gritting its teeth, its tail's between its legs, its skin's hanging off its ribs, and somebody always says the obvious. Oh, look, he's scared. He hasn't eaten. He's afraid. Somebody's hurt him, man. Yeah, then those proportions are accurate. That's true. But we don't want to seem to do this with people. We look at people and go, hey, what a jerk, man. What an idiot. And but we're willing to do it with a dog. In fact, we say, let's take the dog. Let's take him home. Let's fix him up. Let's make a video and put it on Facebook and show everyone how we took this poor old dog and we made him happy. And we'll take a picture of him sitting on the couch, fat and happy, chewing on a new bone that we got from the pet store. And everybody looks at it and puts little hearts under it and says, oh. But with people, they go, yeah, he's always been a jerk. Who cares? He deserves it. I've never seen an animal starving and sick and growling and thought to myself, that's what you get, buddy. That's what you get. What kind of cold-hearted person could feel that way? But we do it with people. We do it with people because they seem unlovable. They're not unlovable. They're not unlovable at all. Recognizing this truth about people should be just as simple as it is with the animals. Because just as like you feel good when you take care of the cat or the dog and take them home and take the pictures and share them with your friends, you can do that with people. And there's a reason that God has given us so many powerful, but one in particular, messages about loving the unlovable. And that is because it's not just good for them, it's good for us. It's good for the person extending the love. It's good for the one doing the love. It feels good. The people that take pictures of the cat or the dog they rescued, they do this because they feel good. They're happy about it. They look, man, look what I did. He was starving. Well, it feels good when you do that with people too. It feels real good. It's not just for their benefit. This isn't just some command God gives you. So, hey, go out and care for all those people because I love them and they're in bad shape and you need to do something. No, he's doing it because it's a win-win for us too. For the person doing it gets something from it as well. And I promise you, I promise you, there is hardly a feeling as satisfying as turning a heart that feels unloved into a heart that now feels loved. That's what our faith is when you think about it. I mean, because that's what Christ did. Our selfishness, our anger, and now we know how loved we truly are because of the sacrifice Christ made for us.